I'm going to save my real fire for last. This is to Hakeem Jeffries, Chuck Schumer, and every other Democrat and independent and never Trump Republican. The way I'm talking is the way you should be talking. America is under attack. You should be in front of every camera in America. You should be going to every journalist in America. You need to drop the cooling saucer attitude. Nothing should be moving in Congress or the Senate. You're the opposition. For God's sakes, act like you love America. Act like you love the America that has existed since 1776. Talk like it. America is in danger. And you need to get in front of the camera. Hakeem Jeffries, if I hear another mild-mannered, we are going to send them a note. I swear to God, we're going to have to find somebody to replace you. Fight for this country. I fought for this country. I still fight for this country. If I am called upon to fight for it again, I will. I will gladly, let me paraphrase my fellow citizen of Philadelphia, Benjamin Franklin. I will gladly risk my life, my liberty, and my treasure to save this country. But what we have an opposition party that pretends like it is business as usual. This country is physically, economically, psychologically being dismantled. And you talk like you have an appointment to go to get a manicure. I cannot believe that my family risked their lives. One of them is dead from active service in the Indian Wars. African Americans who risked their life, their limbs. My poor mother had 7 of us in the military at one time. Terrified that the chaplain and some commanding officer would show up at her house in uniform for almost 40 years. It is too much that we have sacrificed for you to sit quiet. I want whoever's watching this to take this clip and you cut it out and you freaking send it to your congressman or representative or your senator. And you demand that they stop playing the game. We are in unprecedented times, not since 1860, when this country split into two, have we been in this grave a danger. We are teetering on dictatorship. I swore an oath to the Constitution of the United States. I believe in that document. I love that document. I have risked my life to protect, defend, and support that document. And I will be goddamned if I allow my representatives from my party to sit on your ass. Get up. All of you need to be Jasmine Crockett. All of you need to stand up like Maxwell Frost and start shouting into every camera and explain to the American public we're in danger. This ship is on fire. It is flooding. There is an arsonist setting fires all throughout it. His chief arsonist is opening freaking portholes to allow us to sink. And Chuck Schumer, you let people vote to advance Kash Patel. You let people vote to advance Tulsi Gabbard. Shut the Senate down. They did it. You do it. I swear to God, this country had better go down. If it goes down, we go down fighting. We don't sit on our ass and we don't talk, right? Like we are some sort of, discussion party, or that you're sitting around at 3 a.m. smoking hash, wondering whether we're just an atom on a dandelion on the other side of the universe. There is no time for philosophizing or sophistry. It is time to fight. Your voice needs to crack as much as mine. Some of you, yes, you've gone down to the Treasury. Some of you have gone down to other places. Walk through the door. When they tell you that it's not even GSA police, triple canopy, private security contractors hired by freaking Elon Musk, you go through the door, you get arrested, you let them show what they're willing to do to their elected representatives. You take the building. I am warning all of you. All I hear all day long is frustrated Americans saying, what do we do? And there's going to come a point where there will be a color revolution in America, just like there is all over the third world when they decided they've had enough. When the average American who does not watch my podcast starts to understand that there is a Nazi running the government and taking a sledgehammer to the internals while stealing money. A Nazi. White supremacist is the word of the day in the United States government. They said that the new head of the education department is deciding whether she's going to defund schools that teach Black history. Really? Black history like Crispus Attucks, the first man to die in the revolution at the Boston Massacre? The first American to die was Black. You going to erase him? There's 42 million African Americans in this country. And for those of you who think, oh, they're just going to roll over and take it just the same way they've done before, no, we're not. We have economic power. We're already breaking companies like Target. But if you think that it's going to get to the point where you can dismantle this government, erase our contributions, you are absolutely wrong. But for those of you who claim you're the opposition, stand. I can't even believe this. Reverend William Barber the other day was at a rally for the Association of Government Employees. And he gave a brilliant speech where he said, we will stand in defense of our government. We will stand in defense of our Constitution. We will stand in defense of our country. If you are watching this podcast right now, you have your orders. You had better start standing. Take a stand. If you hear there's a rally, go to it. If there's a protest, go to it. If you can see where these Doge idiots are, call them out. If you know who they are, call them out. They have no transparency. We know there's at least 6 of them under the age of 25. There's probably hundreds of them. It is time to take back this government. If we have to have a second American Revolution to restore and defend the first American Revolution, then so be it. This reminds me of a line from Saving Private Ryan. Tom Hanks is on his landing craft. He's 100 some odd yards from the beach. Guys are dying everywhere left and right. And his last words are, I'll see you on the beach. We know danger is coming. Every one of us must make a decision now about, are we going to roll over and be a Tory? Support the redcoats? Let MAGA destroy everything we've ever stood for? Not me. I'm willing to risk my liberty, my life, and my treasure. I will not let the founding fathers down. These people, they're already giving it to the Russians. I will see you on the beach.